Imagine this, you've just tried something new, a game, a skill, a challenge. You think you've done quite well, maybe even better than others. But what if, in reality, you're far from proficient? This phenomenon is known as the Dunning-Kruger effect, a cognitive bias that causes people to overestimate their abilities. The Dunning-Kruger effect is essentially a double curse. Not only do people lacking skills fail to produce competent results, but they also lack the self-awareness to recognize their own mistakes. They end up with misplaced confidence. The effect can occur in many areas: academics, sports, even social situations. Think of it as a psychological blind spot. People with minimal knowledge believe they understand a topic thoroughly, while those with deep knowledge often doubt their abilities because they're aware of how complex the subject really is. One reason is that, as humans, we naturally want to believe we're competent and capable. Psychologists call this illusory superiority, a tendency to view ourselves as above average. After all, who wants to admit they're below average? But this mindset can create dangerous illusions. A common example? Driving. Studies show that a majority of drivers rate themselves as better than average, which statistically can't be true. The Dunning-Kruger effect plays out here, as drivers might assume they're more skilled than they actually are, leading to overconfident and sometimes risky behaviors. Chapter 3. The Knowledge Competence Curve. Imagine a graph with knowledge on one axis and confidence on the other. At the beginning of learning something new, confidence is often high. But as people learn more, they become aware of their limitations and confidence drops sharply. This phase is sometimes called the Valley of Despair. Eventually, as mastery develops, confidence rises again, but more realistically. It's only through practice, feedback, and humility that one climbs out of this valley. Recognizing where we fall on this curve can help us better assess our actual skill level and seek improvement. Chapter 4. Why it matters in everyday life. The Dunning-Kruger effect isn't just a theory, it has real-world consequences. In the workplace, for example, employees might feel they're excelling when they're underperforming. This can lead to missed promotions, failed projects, or poor teamwork. In politics and leadership, the effect can be even more pronounced. Leaders who lack expertise in critical areas but overestimate their understanding can make uninformed decisions with widespread consequences. History has shown us the impact of leaders who believed they knew more than they truly did. Chapter 5. How to recognize and overcome it. How then can we avoid falling into the Dunning-Kruger trap? The answer lies in humility and self-reflection. By actively seeking feedback and being open to learning, we can guard against overconfidence. Embracing a beginner's mindset, admitting what we don't know, allows us to improve genuinely. One powerful tool is constructive criticism. Those who regularly seek feedback from trusted sources, whether mentors or colleagues, tend to develop a clearer picture of their true abilities. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a reminder of our own fallibility. It tells us that wisdom often lies not in knowing more, but in recognizing the limits of what we know. So the next time you're feeling overconfident, remember, true knowledge begins with humility. And perhaps in acknowledging our limitations, we might just find the path to growth and mastery. In the end, the more we learn, the more we realize how much there is yet to understand.